It's Detroit's Rock Station 101 The Riff, everything that rocks. Meltdown here along with Sully from Godsmack back here in the Motor City at DT. Welcome back, bro.
Thank you very much.
Now, talk a little bit about this tour. Robbie from Godsmack says this is one of the best tours you guys have been on.
Mayhem's awesome. John Reese and Kevin Lyman, the guys who run this and created it, are the best guys I've ever dealt with. You know, they have a really smooth running tour. All the people that work for him in his production office and all that stuff, they really do a good job with handling the artists and how the flow of the whole show goes in the days. So yeah, it's a really good tour. And we've been having a great time. You know, we've been just on autopilot at this point. So every night is just go out there and, you know, we have a job to do and we do it as best we can. Yeah.
Now you've done a lot of stuff. You've done your book, your solo acting. You know, of course, Godsmack. Is there anything that you have on the horizon that you're looking to do?
Yeah, well, I have some stuff that I'm going to work on once I get out of Godsmack mode, which will be after the Hawaii date. I'm going to go to California. I have like a dozen meetings to take of a new TV show that we're pitching that it looks like it's going to happen. So I don't know what I'm going to do after Godsmack. I know Avalon has to go back out in the fall. We have to touch the West Coast, the Midwest a little bit more. And then I think, you know, at the beginning of the year, I'm just going to focus on doing a bunch of acting and get into pilot season and all that stuff. So I don't know really where I'm going to go yet, but I can't just do Godsmack. I freak out after a while. It's just, you know, I don't like being pigeonholed into one thing.
Have you talked to any of the guys from Boston, any of the Aerosmith guys about what they got going on? You watched Steven Tyler on the American Idol?
I did. I'm a huge American Idol fan, actually, and I thought he did great. Everyone gave him a lot of shit for it, but I thought he was brilliant. I think the show needed. I think the show would have tanked without him, actually.
Yeah, it's kind of funny because when we talked in Las Vegas, you were like, you know, I told you Kid Rock thought it was a bad move, and you kind of laid into Kid Rock a little bit.
Well, I don't think Kid Rock had any right saying that. I don't think he knew what he was talking about because Steven Tyler was brilliant for that show. I mean, Randy is Randy, and everybody knows his personality. And J-Lo, as beautiful as she is and all that glamour that goes around her, she was kind of boring. Yeah. So I think Tyler saved that show this year. I really did.
Sully from Godsmack here on 101 WRIF The Riff. Now you talked about your acting. You got a bunch of stuff. Are you writing anything for any new Godsmack, or is that something you kind of do when you're off tour and you got, you know, you're back in your own comfort zone?
I have no. I'm not doing any writing for Godsmack. I never do that until the band gets together and we start getting into a studio and just kind of jamming. That's like when it happens for me. I never try to pre-write stuff anymore because I kind of know what I need to do with Godsmack, and it's really a no-brainer for me to deal with that kind of writing. So no, you know, after finishing the Avalon record and finishing the Oracle record, I felt like I spent 2 years, you know, 2.5 years of just writing, and I was just burnt out on it. So I wanted to just not write for a while and enjoy the reward of touring, because that's really, you know, why we do this, is to get the stuff out and play it live. So I didn't want to bog myself down with being in the studio all the time and trying to write. Although I am, you know, always writing, but not necessarily for Godsmack. Sometimes it's for other artists and things like that.
Oh, really? For other artists?
Yeah.
Like who?
Well, I have a song right now that I wrote with David Hodges, and we're going to be pitching it to some more pop rock people and pop artists and stuff like that. I do everything from hip-hop to classical to, you know, blues and a lot of different kind of genres of music and stuff. I don't always just write. It's just people only know me as Godsmack right now, but most of the writing I do is usually on a piano. Now, I talked to your fellow Massachusettsite. Is that Rob Zombie? Is he a fellow Massachusetts? What do you guys call him? Massachusetts? I don't know.
And I asked him, I said, what's easier, you know, doing the movies or doing the records? And he said, by far doing the records. Is that like the easiest thing for you when you got all this stuff in the fire?
Yeah, I guess to a certain degree. You know, but when you do it for so long, it's a bit taxing sometimes too on you, you know, because you get burnt out on just getting in the same patterns all the time with writing for one band, Godsmack, you know. So for me, I have to step out of that element in order to grow and expand, and so that's what I like to do is just to try to do different things and just always stay fresh and try to, you know, try to grow artistically.
Cool. Well, Sully, man, thanks for the time, and the Oracle's been doing great, and good luck on the rest of the tour here, and good luck in, I don't know, your winter off, I guess, before you take on the acting thing.
Yeah, we'll see what happens.